All right, factoring by grouping. Let's say we've got this. We've got x cubed plus 4x squared minus, let's go minus 2x minus 8. Factoring by grouping is when you take something, factor out that greatest common factor. In the case of right here, we got these two together. What do they have in common? They both have an x squared in common. So we're going to pull that bad boy out. Divide both by x squared. So we have an x left when we divide x squared out of x cubed. We have a 4 left when we divide x squared out of 4x squared. Over here, they both have a negative 2. So I'm going to bust that negative 2 out. And divide a negative 2 out of negative 2x squared, you get x, or negative 2x rather. Divide a negative 2 out of negative 8, and you'll get a positive 4. You'll notice that these two bad boys are the same. Very important, and this is why. We're going to combine these two up. Example. Let's say we have 3x minus 2x. You would say your answer is 1x, or just x. You agree? Now, what you did before there is say, I'm going to take 3, subtract 2, and multiply that difference by x. 3 minus 2 times x. You know what 3 minus 2 is. 3 minus 2 is just 1. That's what's different about factoring by grouping. We do not know what x squared minus 2 is. So that coefficient is going to stay out there as a quantity instead of a single number. So we have x squared minus 2 of our quantity. And our quantity looks a little different too. Instead of just x, it's a larger quantity. It's x plus 4. I have x squared, x plus 4s. I'm going to take 2 of those x plus 4s away. So I have x squared minus 2 of my quantity, x plus 4. To give you guys kind of a diagram, the x plus 4 goes in the back, and then my front 2, they go in the front, written just like they are now. Let's do another. So we've got 2x cubed minus 3x squared plus 6x minus 9. Looks like that. All right? Got to factor out what's in common. We're going to group them together just like this. What's in common with these first two? Again, just an x squared. What's left? I've got a 2x and a minus 3. What's in common here? I've got a 3 in common. What's left? 2x minus 3. Again, notice both my two quantities match. That's critical. They have to match, or it didn't work. You were not successful. Something was wrong. Maybe you didn't factor out enough. Got to get down to the greatest common factor. That's what's got to be pulled out. So I've got x squared plus 3 of my quantity, 2x minus 3. That's it. That's factor by grouping.